Hello everybody and welcome back to Psorc, and this is going to be the 8th round of this championship. Wow, we're almost halfway through the season, and for the first time this season, there's two people in the room, not just one. It is me, Alex Pavron. I'm alongside Owen White, who did the commentary last week. How you doing?
Doing good. Good to be back. Good to finally commentate you, and hopefully two people in the commentary box will make it a bit more entertaining. Got a few times on the board already. Tom, just like last week, quickest, 18-6. Oh, yellow flags. Oh, that's Ahmed off the last chicane. So that spoils his lap a tad.
Yeah, the brakes, you can see on the tires, obviously a lot of stuff on the tires and trying to get back to speed already. You can see some oversteer in the back end, but man, that's really going to put a couple of fast times on the tires, especially for a flying when he's going to get in this time. I mean, that lap was 133, possibly the other one coming in this lap, or either just, do another lap. That lap's going to be much more competitive because, like I said, they already spun out on the tires, they're going to be worn, not only that, but that fast spot. So really for Ahmed, I feel like he's just coming to the pits for almost yeah, blistering time, not surprising he's on the front row. But ESC Matthews, again, good time puts him also in the front row, but second place, not too far behind. Third is Liam Williams, however, and these banker laps don't mean much. They have so final run. So really, the times that maybe could even down in the 170s, because sometimes on LMC Women's pace, he can really push this track.
Well, I think, like last week, it was him and Sam. They just kept improving and improving and improving through the entire session. I know it's slightly different. It was wet, but still a lot of potential from everyone to put better times in. I'm on board with Ahmed. He has actually continued. He is up on his last attempt, but he's all over the show. His rear end, like he said, not looking particularly good. He's really got no grip out there. But I think he's going to finish the lap anyway. He's got nothing to lose, I guess. He's already 14.5 seconds off the pace of his first lap. But this is going to keep him in 9th, unfortunately. I'm the slowest of all the people who completed the lap. Right. I think people kept... maybe he's looking for a medium hard strategy. It does work, but I reckon I don't really see why I'd be doing that though, because while it does work, many people on the grid are able to do soft to medium, so maybe he's not confident with his tyre management, possibly. But anyway, we'll see his lap anyway. I think he's sort of not particularly quick at the moment, but we'll see how the lap ends. And everyone else is in the pits apart from Ahmed, who's on his in lap. So yeah, this will be the last lap of the first runs, and 5 minutes to go in the session. It's about to get lively again. And will RoboJeep pit? He does.
Just because Kevin's also in the mediums with RoboJeep in the pits, runs over the little barrier, pit entrance, probably to try and smuggle other people out. 4.5 minutes now, a lot of people coming in on normal ESC Matthews, Lexus, Capture, all in the pits. Only one out there is still Kevin, he's just going on down, is that fuel or anything. But he's come out of the pits.
He's on his outlap.
Everyone else in the pits. Yeah, he's on the outlap.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So everyone else is in the pits, they're putting on another set of tires, lowering the fuel mix, and then they just want to go out for 1 or 2 laps for a flyer. To lighten the car, make it go fast. Not only that, but obviously the track is more controlled. Keep people at it on those tires. Like I said, they got a new set of tires put on their old ones. They're already worn. They'll make it go slower. So obviously, it's when you want to go fast lap time, and that's what everyone is going for right now. I just saw a Ferrari. No, a Red Bull. It's Y Racer. And he is the first one out of the pits to begin his flying lap towards the end of the session. 3:45 remaining.
Alright, Censure.
Do you think he'll improve his lap time?
I don't know.
Move up the grid?
At the moment. But I need to turn my mic down because apparently you're echoing a lot, and that's probably my mic again. So yeah, this is an issue I'll keep on having. Let me know in the chat if that's changed anyway. Yeah, sorry about that. I really need a new mic. This costs like 15 quid. It's like 2 years old now. I really shouldn't be using it.
The one I'm using right now is a guitar hero mic. It's only $5. I'm sure that not really good, but it's pretty cheap.
I'm terrible at the conversion. I'm terrible at the conversion rates. Right, I'm actually going to try and hear this in the stream, see if it's fixed at all. Kev is on his lap now, first man on the last run anyway, but before we talk about that, let's see if the echo's gone. Kev is on his lap now, first man on... Not very useful if I can't hear you on the actual stream, but I'm just listening to myself on it. I can't find you on it. It's lagging now. No.
2 years old now.
Right.
Really should be, isn't it?
Oh Jesus! It actually is like proper echoing. I do not know what to do. Actually, normally turning the mic down works. Well, I'll change controller. Actually, see how that works. I'm sorry to do this. This happens very randomly.
So with 2 minutes remaining, it looks like many of the drivers trying to set faster lap times. See one almost going back out on the track. There's India, second Ian Matthew, third Lee, fourth Lexi. They're all outlast LMC Warma exiting the pits as we speak right now. I mean, those lap times in the 118s out their goal. I mean, maybe going 115s, it doesn't look likely. No, 116s, I believe. I can't count, but they only get their lap time by a good margin. I mean, from looking in the top 4, they're only looking for 4 tenths, so obviously improving their lap time. And this doesn't look hard to do, but honestly, just looking at LC Woma's time, this is a 1:18.6. And, I mean, he's still maybe 2 by 3, 4 tenths of Sam in front row. He is Matthew in second. He wants to stay close to LC Woma. That guarantees him a front row spot. Third place, Lee. Again, I think he'd be satisfied with the top 3. Lexi wants to nudge himself in out of the front row. That's his goal. Pax, I think, is the top 4 or the top 2 rows. And, yeah, I just don't think the 11 drivers we have again, 2 have yet set a lap time. Robo GP's on Assassin have yet to set a time. Do you think they'll be able to without penalizing themselves?
I think they'll be okay. They're both good racers. Oh, why racers just set a lap time? I wasn't sure he was on that. I was just following Ryan. He's improved to 5th place. But yeah, Ruber Jeep now on the soft tires. They have a lot more grip anyway. I think he is on a lap right now. And Jordan as well. He's just starting his lap now. I reckon they'll both get decent times in. They're both quick drivers. And yeah, hopefully they'll move up the table. As well, everyone else hopefully will improve their times. Ruber Jeep now. I think he's finishing his lap. Either that or he's... Yeah, he's finishing his lap. He hasn't got enough fuel to do another one. And it's P6. That wasn't a bad lap from him there.
Oh, it's a good lap time.
Ooh, Casper. Great lap time. And there goes Sam as well, only 17.15 of the pace. Showing his pace there. Tom has done the first sector quite quickly actually there. Lee as well. And I don't know who's closest. Ahmed's closest to the end of the lap, I think, so we'll follow him around the final corner. And it's not going to be pole, it's going to be a slight improvement to a 119.9, but still not up there, unfortunately, with the top drivers. And here comes Lee, and that was an improvement as well, only 5th place for him. And yeah, I need to actually try and find more people. EFC Matthew. And that was also 300, so top 3, all of them 300, sir. All very close.
Yeah, but I'd keep your eyes on that LMC.
Yep.
Warm off the final corner. He's only 1/10 behind. He does have the pace to get pole. All I need to do is rev up here across the line by 1/10. Into pole position, a 1:18.3. And one other driver that can threaten that lap time is Robo GP.
And he's not.
So not anymore.
And Jordan did stick his car up there in 5th place. A very nice lap for him. Top 5 all separated by a quarter of a second. And I'm going to see if this echo is fixed, so just give us a second. I don't know what to do.
Are we gonna keep streaming?
I don't know. Well, there's a formation lap, so
you
we
can
still...
message Flexi right now.
We've still got
have to do formation lap too.
Yeah, we've still got time to fix this, like...
I don't know how to fix it.
I'll message him, see what happens. Stick it in the commentary chat so you can have a little chat as well. Is your mic, like, on full volume?
Yes, it is. I have to leave it there because it's really quiet.
Oh. Right, because I put mine down to half. That normally fixes it, but... I mean, I can hear you fine. There's no stream on your side. For me, anyway. But no, this is a frequent issue I keep having. Sorry about this, people. Right. Well, it's definitely a me problem. There's no doubt about that. But normally I'm able to get around it. This is the first time I've not been able to get around it. So we have the formation lap basically to fix this. Slight panic right now, as I'm sure people could imagine. God, what did I do? What have I not tried yet? Right.
Maybe fly me out to the UK. We could commentate next to each other. I think that'd solve it.
That's basically all we've got. Right. I've tried something else.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go and see how it sounds on the stream now. So yeah, you can attempt to talk, although I'm not 100% sure how it'll sound.
So, under formation lap, like we said, Cax, LMC almost showed the front row. An impressive qualifying run from Cax in the top 4, just slid in at the last second. He was nowhere inside the top 4 until the final minute of qualifying. Flexi in 3rd place, so he was able to move up a position. EFC Matthew fell 2. Son Assassin moved up. Lee, I think, was actually in 3rd place. He fell down to 6th. 7th is McLaren. I can't read the name from here. Is it still echoing?
No, we're good. I fixed it. I'm a genius. I need a new mic. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Did you switch your mic?
I switched the mic even lower down on the sound, so I'm gonna be a little bit quieter. Some people might find that good. I don't know, but yeah. Either way, we're both now able to be heard. Thank God we can see the race and not have that distracting people. So, yeah. Right, you can continue with our summary of the formation lap now.
Okay. Then. Yeah, so iRacer 8th, 9th, RoboJeep 2, Red Bull teammates line up in 8th and 9th on different rows, however. And there you go, 10th place and 11th are the 2 Renault teammates, Ahmed and Kev. Not the best of qualifying for them. And looking through the grid, everyone is on the soft tires, besides Kev, who is outside of the top 10. And it fits because everyone else inside the top 10 there stuck with the tires they qualified on. Kev was able to, and luckily, able to switch his tires so he can go maybe a stint less, maybe change up what tires he wants to put on through the race. But overall for Kev, he has a slight advantage, but his main huge disadvantage is just starting in the back of the pack.
Well, obviously there's a chance he will lead the pack at some point. That gives him a chance to run. He'll run in plenty of clear air, hopefully, at some point. So, we'll see his pace shine through at some point anyway. But as they're all lining up, just want to quickly go through this championship order. We've got the top 4 here for you. We've got Tom is up top with 49 points. Don't forget, we're on the old point system, so that means 10 for first, and all the way down to 8, where you get 1. So Tom's leading by 10 points to Casper, I think it is. And then we've got Brandon, not here, 36, and then Jordan, 34. Lights are on, and they are away. And I just got that in time.
Red lights were green.
And
yeah,
the Ferrari
in time already.
Ferrari's had a decent start there, Casper.
Yeah, we don't know who to go. This is last second. We didn't get to talk about who says what, but off the start, LMC Woma still leading. Yeah, crash behind. That's Ahmed in 11th place. So he did get by his teammate, but actually his teammate is battling with Y-Racer for 9th place. Up further in the grid, Son Assassin falls a victim to the McLaren in 5th place. Again, up through the grid, single file. However, there is some lockups up ahead. Single file of LMC Woma with the slow getaway. We thought it'd be bigger than that, but it's only half a second. It's a start for now. Cax in 2nd, 3rd, EFC Matthew, 4th, Flexi. 5th is the McLaren. 6th is Son Assassin. 7th, Lee. And yeah, like I said, LMC Woma still leads. However, down this straight, Cac's able to stick up to the end of that Force India, he can probably gain a 10th, maybe, if that. But again, he just lacks his front tires. It's going to put a huge flat spot on him. And San Assassin, oh, he's in a little sticky situation right now with Lee, as well with Kev, as he got by Y-Racer. So off the opening lap, Kev gains 2 positions on those medium tires. That's the exact thing you should be doing on those tires. I mean, trying to stay out of the dirty air, trying to pass a couple cars in the clean air. That's what you should be doing, definitely. But leading the opening lap is LMC Woma, and a 125.4 on his first lap. Obviously, that lap will get improved, and Y-Racer drives him to the pits.
Yeah, I think it was Ahmed and Y-Racer. They came together. I think it was just a simple spin, maybe a little bit of a touch of wheels, but I think Ahmed went spinning off into the side of Y-Racer. And, yeah, broke, I think, the front left end plate of Y-Racer and just took Ahmed's front wing clean off. So it's down to, wasn't that hard for Ahmed? He's looking to go to the end there. That's an interesting strategy for him. Hopefully that works. It's gone quite well for Kev. He's in a little bit of clean air. He's fell a bit behind Rubajeep, but he has made 2 places off the start, so that's ideal for him there. Really decent start by this McLaren here as well. I call him Mark, so I'm just going to call him Mark. I keep having this debate with what I call after these people. See, Lee, I just was calling him X last week, and speaking of him, he's right on the back of Jordan, in fact, and he's looking to make the move down into heavy braking, so he's not doing it right now, but he's definitely right on the back. Oh, he spun! Wow, it's just about a...
Oh, and Y-Racer. Y-Racer spun it also.
Oh, wow.
I thought you were talking about Y-Racer, because once you said that, he spun on his own.
That's crazy.
So both Red Bulls.
Rubajeep. Rubajeep's been off as well. He's been in the gravel.
Yeah, I was just going to say Rubajeep spun as well. All 3 spun out at the same time, and 2 of the Red Bulls went spinning. Guess they got a little too much Red Bull underneath their tires, but as we go back up to the grid, LMC Woma leads, CAC second, third, EFC Matthew. Those are the guys who have not spun yet on their own. This is hard to believe that's going on. And actually, Ahmed almost spins the car, hit the curb in the wrong direction. And yeah, the weight just shifted on that car so much that it just upset it, and he almost lost the back end, and he's apart on the grass. Just, I'm not sure if it's either lag or just him messing. I can't tell from Ahmed. Not sure if there's lag between them, but that is not the racing line that he was just on.
I mean, that looked like a simple spin out of turn 10 as well. Got him the par too early. And he's going to lead not taking the best line through there. He's locking up a little bit into the corners. I think he doesn't run assists. I think. So that could be a reason for it. I think someone said that last week. So that could be a reason for it, but oh, you learn from your mistakes, I guess, and hopefully he doesn't go off for another trip later on. But I mean, that's already quite a bit of field spread. Lap 3, DRS is enabled, but only one man in the field is going to get that at the moment, and that is Casper, trying to pass Tom, of course, his championship rival, main rival, with Brandon not being here this week. It gives a chance for Jordan as well. Jordan's just pitted. He's broke his front wing. I was just saying how Jordan could have taken advantage of third here, but he's broke his front wing. Now, luckily, people have, like we've seen, spun behind him, so he might not fall, well, he has spun a lot of points, but he won't fall out of 9th, I don't think. So, yeah, that's a disaster for him as well. That's mean no points for Jordan. So, no advantage over Brandon this week unless he pulls off some form of miracle from now to the end of the race. And Casper is staying on the back of Tom, isn't he? He's sort of getting a little bit closer now. He's down to 7/10 rather than 9 on the last lap. And Tom just loses the back end a little bit into the chicane, helping Casper just a little bit more. EFC Matthew now into the DRS as well. And Y-Racer right on the back of Ahmed into turn 1. Absolutely trying to get right back past him after his mistake earlier on. And Casper is seriously closing his gap down. He could be challenging for the lead soon, and he needs it.
I have started to notice that clouds are starting to form up in the sky, and Spain being sort of close to the Mediterranean. Actually, I wouldn't say sort of close. It is close to the Mediterranean, and you know, it's near Monaco. Monaco rains a lot. I'm just going to say this. There's a chance you may see some rain. Maybe not. There's still some blue patches in the sky, but I've definitely seen some clouds start forming up in the sky, bonding together. So I'm not sure if we'll see rain, but just have that as a possibility, and you know, the strategy that it changes. Imagine if the rain comes out after everyone does their first pit stop on the softs and something else, imagine the guys like Kev Veruski or Y-Racer, the guys who start on mediums are able to go out to the intermediates. Let's say if it does rain, they'll have the advantage. So really, like I said, it does have some point and an advantage. And again, just keep up for the rain because it may come.
Well, I'm highly doubting, really, just trying to think about it, that the hards are going to go over 30 laps. So maybe there is scheduled to be rain at the very end. Otherwise, surely I would just go for another stop later on, because it'd be really, really, really slow at the end than people on the hards. So maybe they've seen something that we haven't seen and want to be prepared for only one more stop today, possibly for injuries. So that's a good shout there. It could happen. It would definitely explain that choice for hards. But look at this, the top three all in DRS of each other now, and Sam getting right in there. Oh no, he hasn't got it again.
Crash, same turn.
He's broke his front wing though this time. That's a real race ruiner. Not that he wasn't ruined already, but I wonder. Sorry, it's a long way away from points, but it's just got a little bit worse. And he's going to spin again.
Well, he saved it.
Credit where credit's due, he saved it, but I've just seen the gap between the top two while we dwell on that. Look at this. Casper was right down to 2 cents. He's looking at this move and it's becoming more and more likely. How good will Tom be with his defence? We haven't been able to see. I haven't been able to see that in this league anyway this week. Or last week, sorry, because he didn't get the chance to, unfortunately. But now we're going to see how Tom defends the leader of the race. And yeah, Sam's now in that DRS zone as well. So 4 men in the fight for this race win at the moment. So that is a very intriguing battle. I want to see Y-Racer's progress back to the pits in case he spins again. Because looks like he's still got a bit of gravel on them tyres. So I think he might have actually been off again. Yeah, I think he has, because that cleared really quickly. So I think he's been off again there, Y-Racer. And luckily for him, the bollard's gone, so we can slightly cut that entry without any penalty as he comes into the pits. He's going to fall quite far behind, and he's going to be lapped. I think he's going to be lapped by the leaders. His front wind's being changed. You can see in the pit shot, you can see all the leaders coming past. Y-Racer is lapped. So that's this race really ruined. He's onto the softs now as well. And here's Casper looking for the move onto Tom. He's seriously close right now. Through turn 1, he's absolutely following him brilliantly right now. Oh no. What happened? You can't leave me lie. Okay, Alan, can you hear me? Problem, he's gone. Okay, so we've lost Alan. Slight problem at the moment. I don't really want to cut off the action in a minute, but I think I might have to just to quickly invite him back in. So I'll be very quick with this. No, not after fresh. Alright, get him in here quick. Does he have oh god. Right. He says he lost internet connection. There's been no moves for the lead, has there? I haven't missed anything important. I don't think I have. Okay, good. So Tom's still leading the race then. And right. I can't believe he's lost internet. That's so bad. That's so sad as well. Looking like Lee's now looking for a fight with the Red Bull or Robo Jeep. Hopefully he doesn't spin it this time. But look at the state of his tires when he locks up like that. And yeah, can't be good for his tires. And Sam is taking the undercut. He wants the undercut here. And here comes Casper for the lead of the race. Can he take this on Tom? His championship rival gained 2 crucial points in the World Championship. And I don't think he'll be able to do it. He's going to be forced out wide there. Goes over the curb. And here comes AFC Mafia potentially to take the lead. Or second place, I should say, often. But I think Casper will keep that one for now. Sam is onto the medium tires. I said they will go to the end, I imagine. So maybe the hard tires will go to the end from a lap 1. But hey, look, I don't know. It's a lot of what ifs already in this race, and what wills as well. So yeah, hopefully we will get Alan back. I've sent him a party invite. Alright. So hopefully he will rejoin the commentary, and I don't know if he's got an invite for the returning to the actual race commentary itself, but he can join for the party, I'm sure. So fingers crossed, fingers, all fingers crossed, fingers, toes, everything crossed that he comes back, because he really doesn't want to miss this one, because this is absolutely, it's just building up brilliantly. We've got Sam, last week's race winner, and he's got such a big gap to play with here. He's in so much free air. He's closing in very, very quickly on Robo Jeep. And never mind, he's closing in quickly. It's Casper, but Tom's got the inside line, and it's almost identical to the last lap. But can he make it work this time, Casper? Run the outside. He's tried everything he can, but there's just not enough traction on it there, and he's not going to be able to get the move done. And it looks like Matthew's too far behind there, and it's going to stay all square at the top there. Here comes Lee on Kev, who's absolutely gone way up the field. Look at that on his mediums. We were talking about how good this strategy call could be if he gets himself up the field, but he looks like he's about to be passed. Lee has already dispatched a Robo Jeep ages ago, and he's now got Kev. So that didn't take too long. You can see he's struggling a bit there, Kev, with his rear end. And yeah, as long as he keeps it going, this strategy should pay off. But look at Sam right now. He is on a mission. He's flying. Could he take the lead and take a second race win in a row? It would be absolutely extraordinary if he could. On the way he's going right now, it could well happen. I imagine we might see a purple lap from him very soon indeed. And you can see, look at that, the two Red Bulls up ahead. And that is Y-Racer in the middle of all this, having to be lapped. He's almost lapped everyone. And pitting up the top, Casper stays out, Tom and Matthew into the pits. And I imagine they'll both going onto the medium tires, but I'm not focused on that. Where is Sam at? Here he is. He's about to come up on all this traffic. He is caught, what, 2-3 seconds almost in the last couple of laps. Where is the Haas going to be? Or Haas, as they actually call it. I know, it's a weird name. And yeah, fastest lap as I expected. Where's Tom? He's got Matthew. So that was Matthew in third place. He's into the podium positions. Tom is just ahead. And I wonder how much Casper's going to lose. Surely Casper will be behind. Here's RoboJeep on Kev, who's really looking like he's struggling now, falling through the field. And I said he might lead at some point. Looking less and less likely. Tom only 2.5 seconds away from him at the moment. But as he comes round, lap 10 already of this race. His pit window says lap 11, which I find very odd indeed. Surely he won't be going that early. But maybe he will. Oh, maybe he definitely will. He must, if he's got no grip like that. Could hold up RoboJeep. I mean, Tom, where is he? Look right there. I've been lapped by Y-Race has been lapped by him again, and down the inside is RoboJeep. Kind of expect that one to happen. And Tom now as well, looking for the move on Kev, has to back off. Where's Sam and all the Sam's right on the back of Tom now? Could this ruin Tom's race? Could this be Sam's chance to get ahead? Kev lets him through. He knows he hasn't got the pace, but this has put Flexi right in this fight for the win. Absolutely brilliant here. Only 3 tenths separate the two of them. And you can see RoboJeep might just give the DRS to Tom. Marks onto the hards. He's not going to be going anywhere except backwards as he heads down the pit lane. And here comes Sam and Tom. Tom, crucially, not able to get past right now. What will be going through his head right now? Pure frustration, I imagine. Will Sam stick it up the inside? Will he go for a risky move? Does he have to go for a risky move? Will Tom just pull away as soon as he gets past? So many questions to be answered right now. And Casper, the longer he stays out there at front, I reckon the longer he's going to lose. But not at this rate. He could come out in the lead, and Tom dive bomb on the inside of RoboJeep. He had to get it done quickly, but as the time being lost, has Casper actually going to be able to take the lead here? As up the inside looks Sam, and he's not able to do it, so that means he might just fall back as RoboJeep finally lets him go. Maybe a bit too late. And Matthew, fortunately, not quite able to capitalise on this. Casper, though, is he pitting on this lap? He stays out, so perhaps the advantage he was looking at is gone. And Matthew has passed RoboJeep as well. Flexi then, or Sam, I keep calling him Flexi. I shouldn't keep calling him Flexi. It's not his name. Well, it is his name, but it's not his name. No signs of Alan either. But Tom is already pulling away, leads into the pits, and I believe that means that Casper is one of the only people not to pit. We see RoboJeep there in the back as well. Obviously, Kev's going to be staying out too. And yeah, only 2 people left to pit here. And Tom leads this race then from Sam, not Flexi, Sam, and then Matthew in third. And I'm going to see the look at that from Kev. He has made places up, so the strategy, I just don't know. It seems like he's just lost too much grip to make it work at this point. I'm going to quickly see if there's any time, well, any chance we can get Alan back in the box. Ah, dear. Yeah, he says he's not letting her reconnect on. I've told him to try everything. You never know, something might work. I mean, it took us that long to fix my mic. If I can fix the mic, I'm sure he can fix his internet issues. And Tom, as I kind of expected, pulling away. Casper, I think he left it a lap too late to pit. If he hadn't pitted, if he'd pitted on the last lap, I think he would have actually come out ahead. But at the minute, I reckon it's going to be a clean 4th place. And he's onto the hards as well. Is Tom, Sam, Matthew, are they all on the 2-stop? Casper's sort of going to have to hope so, because he's out of the podium places at the moment. And his championship challenge is taking a massive hit. Having set up for that extra lap, lost about 2 seconds on that lap, and it would have had him up there in second again. And look at that, Kev gets overtaken again, and he's fallen back towards his original position. You can see Jordan, he is out there, he's still going. He's up there in 7th place, so he's actually been able to jump Lee. Obviously spun earlier as well. Well, didn't break his front wing, but they both had their own little adventures today. And yeah, it's good to see why race are continuing. Sometimes you see people just give up and go home, but nope, sticking with it. And yeah, I've just been who's that one? I'm having a mind blank. Yeah, it's Casper, sorry. Forgot who that was for a second. Ah dear. Anyway, yeah, it's been lapped by so many people. Maybe you can set some good laps in. Good practice is always needed for every driver. More practice you get, more chance you have of actually doing well. And speaking of doing well, can Matthew improve his place up to 2nd place? Ticket off Sammy just doesn't look like he's got the pace to defend. Either the DRS at Tom. It looks more like it's going to be Matthew challenging this race winner at the moment. But I just can't see Tom being beaten at the moment. He's able to defend, he's able to hold his position, and these two start jostling too much, he's going to pull away. And they head down towards turn 1, Matthew, right on the back. And I can't change the camera angle. Oh god. Okay, there we go. Took a bit of a lag there. Hopefully it doesn't keep going like that. Casper's falling away on them hards. I don't know what he's really doing on them tyres. Hopefully we'll see it unravel as the race goes on. He's setting respectable times in the sectors, I guess, for his own race, but not quite quick enough to continue on. And yeah. Can Matthew take 2nd? Tom up to 1.5 seconds now, and a little bit of lag there from Matthew. I'm really hoping I'm not starting to lag. He's actually out of fuel, you see. So much fuel saved by Sam. Maybe he's just waiting to pull away. But what was that? Did Casper just hit something? I think he did, but it didn't do any damage to his car. I think he must hit one of the boards in the background there. He's okay for now. But yeah, Matthew really has to get this done now, because as soon as Sam sticks that on Rich Mix, he's going to just disappear. Because, you know, Matthew's got to start fuel saving. He has to get this done now. And will he do it on this straight? I don't think he's quite close enough. Tom's at the fastest lap, just cementing the fact that he is absolutely flying right now. Here comes Matthew. Will he go up the inside? Will he even try on the outside? Or is there just not enough straight for him to get close enough? Unfortunately, it is not long enough. And yeah, we've got Kevin in the pits at last. We'll see what he goes on to. Unfortunately, I've got a feeling it's going to be the hard tyre. And it is the hard tyre. So that really has not worked out for him, I don't think. He's not going to fall behind his teammate, but he's going to be quite close. So yeah, it looked like an optimistic strategy. I thought it might have worked, but unfortunately it hasn't quite worked. And Matthew's got a penalty now as well for corner cutting or all sorts, whatever. And yeah, still a chance he can get past, but the fuel situation and fuel situation really isn't looking good. Let's see how much Sam has. He's not even started to go in rich mix, I don't think, but we'll follow him through this last section and just watch what he does with the fuel, because I think he's just been in standard the whole time. Okay, he does go in rich in the straights. Okay, so yeah, he's fuel saving perfectly there. He's doing all he needs to do to keep the gap, and he's not losing his fuel. So yeah, I feel as if it could be a bit of a fatal flaw. Unfortunately, this is the only sort of battle on track as well. So yeah, come on boys, let's have some fighting. Lap 16 then out of 33. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3, and that looks like it's Y Racer having another adventure. He's broke his front wing again on the main straight, crosses the line, and he has to go the entire lap with a half of a front wing, and his day just gets worse. But he does have a nice helmet. I will give him that. It's a very nice looking helmet. You know, anyone who's watched other streams I've done, no, I'm a bit of a helmet guru, and I love me. I'll never say it now again. And I love myself a good helmet. This is a very nice design, and unfortunately, it's not at the top of the field. And he's been lapped by Kev. So that's yeah, he's not been lapped by everyone yet. Sorry, let's just touch wood. But I think he is actually going to be lapped by the entire field. Yep, he's going to let him through Ahmed. Do you know what? Ahmed had a really big slide out of that corner. I thought he was going to go straight into the back of Y Racer. He's been lapped by the entire field. Will he keep going for quali laps, I wonder? Is there any point? Sure, there's a point for everything, but at the moment, you see, this is the issue. He's in Max Verstappen's car. This is his issue, and I need to watch this. I don't need to watch this. Oh, he's been off again. Oh, he's been off again. I've missed it. Damn it. Well, I saw that second one, but yeah. Don't go in Max's car, man. You will crash, you will bin it, you will spin, you will ruin your race, you will have an absolutely dreadful day. And maybe that number 10 car will be on that Red Bull pretty soon. In real life as well. Wonder how many people are going to get triggered about that. But anyway, Y Racer returns to the pits. Where are the leaders? They're not quite, they're not quite going to lap him again. Oh, he's lost his whole front wing. It's just gone completely wrong. And is he going to break the speed limit? Okay, he hasn't quite done the Grand Slam of absolute screw-ups, but it's come pretty close. So a lap down to the entire field now. He's going to stick mediums on, I imagine, to go to the end now. And yeah. Oh, it's soft. Will they get there? Does he care? Are they used? They could well be used. Although I guess it was shown on the graphic. Then again, the Cody's have the effort. Who knows? Who cares? There's a battle for second place I've been completely avoiding, because I've just got a feeling that it's a lost cause for Matthew at the moment. You can see Sam is pulling away. Y Racer, you've got a penalty now. Oh dear. But you know what? Like I said, the fuel saving has to be done now. He has to get past now. So then fuel save, but he did touch. He did touch the back of Sam's car with his front left end plate. No damage, but it just doesn't help his cause, unfortunately, to get past. And yeah, maybe this is time to fuel save. Maybe just fuel save now, come back with it later, and have a real go at it. But at the moment, he's got 16 laps, including the one we're on now, just to rack this through his brain, just to figure out what he's going to try next to get past Sam. In the Haas, I think he got his first win of the season, I imagine, anyway, and that, I'm almost certain, is Y Racer. Yep, it's Y Racer. How can I tell? He's broken his front wing again. Well, he's definitely been lapped by the entire top 4 twice now. And to be pretty honest with you, I'm not. Oh, Sam's got a penalty as well. That evens up for the penalty fight. But yeah, I just wonder. I'd love to know what Y Racer thinks of this. I'm sure he finds this somewhat comedic at this point. He just goes straight out and crashes. And Tom, absolutely brilliant. He sets another fastest lap. It's proven that there's plenty of life in the tyres anyway. And I wonder how big the Red Bull bill will be today for front wings. Have they got any left? Will they run out? Of course, he does the obvious, destroy it in the pit lane. Because of course, you sort of have to do that, don't you? There you go. He's got the speeding penalty. And gone. Well, that's it's over for him. for this race, and his ghost car's now going to go right and probably do quicker times than he was doing when he wasn't crashing. Anyway, Matthew's catching up now. It's all banter, it's all banter. Hopefully he comes back next week and has a good time, because them Red Bulls are fantastic on their day. So last time out, they were superb defenders of their positions, and yeah, it really was a race. Unfortunately, that Alan missed, and he's going to miss this one again. If you're wondering why he's not here, his internet decided it was going to leave, unfortunately, and just I don't know, migrate somewhere else, and unfortunately he hasn't got any. So yeah, no internet for Alan equals no commentary, and that's a shame really, because it was well, I'm not going to say he changed the race, but it had been shaping up, and it would have been interesting to have someone else to theorise with. Anyway, I'm theorising myself, but you know, it's not always the same. You don't have someone to turn on and ask for opinions or, which is why we've got viewers. But let's see if anyone's actually said anything while I'm on that subject. But actually, we don't forget that. Here comes Matthew. Matthew, I didn't think he'd be close enough, but he's looking up the inside. Will he be contact again, or will he actually get past? He looks for the overcut now and the exit, and unfortunately, doesn't look like he's going to be able to get past in his lap. And I'm looking on the stream now, volume still at full volume, because I was trying to see what the echo's like. Yeah, I don't know, Rubber Jeep. He was actually asking this earlier during the formation lap. How on earth me changing my mic settings fixes the echo? If I knew the answer to that, I'd be I don't know. I think it's because my mic's too loud. It goes through, and I guess when I hear myself speaking, he hears me speaking. But since there's like a second delay from when you speak to when it goes to the earphones, you actually hear it twice, or he hears it twice because my mic is so loud. Because he hears himself say it, and then he hears it through my mic, if you get what I mean. And that translates onto your stream. So I think that might be what's happening. But, you know, I'm not a genius. So, yeah. Definitely not a genius. But, yeah. Oh, he's locked up. Matthew's locked up there, unfortunately, there. So, oh! Sam's in the pit. So, I was saying about two stops. Sam's looking for a two-stop there. What does this mean for Casper? I'm sure Casper will be saying that, and absolutely... well, he'd be absolutely delighted. He's back on the podium, and Jordan pits as well on his hards. It's such a shame. He's had such a sort of quiet day. The entire field are all split by such massive gaps. No one's having a chance to sort of prove themselves, unfortunately. It's not like Russia. You don't get the crazy amount of speed, really. And, yeah. Mediums again for down two. I'm not really surprised. And, yeah, I'm just going to say it. Like, look at that helmet. I love that. I love to look at that helmet. Sorry, I'm doing it again. There's a fight for 5th place. Sam, this is crucial for his race. If Tom and Matthew are both going to be two-stopping again, or going to be just stopping again to complete the two-stop, then yeah, Sam needs to do what he did last time and get the hell down the road. Mark gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and that most likely be up at the likes of turn 9, where it's very easy to go wide, or even take liberties and take the old track, which I wouldn't recommend. We saw how well that went for Y Racer. He ended up in the bar just to your left there, I think. And oh, Sam was looking for it. He had to actually go late. He broke so much. He had so much better brakes. I don't think he was going for the move there. Matthews instantly decided to pit as well. I don't think he was going for that move, you know. I think that surprised him probably more than it surprised me. But he's got to move down up to 5th place. And here's Matthew in the pits. Will he be able to jump? Will that slight battle there for Sam? It wasn't the biggest battle of all time, but is it enough to get the overcut to work here for Matthew? Coming out of the pits, the Mercedes has been passed, and it's been passed again. So that's gone really badly wrong. That's how one lap of undercuts helps you on this track. I'd be scared if I was Tom. I mean, I'd be pitting in there. Look at that map. He's gone straight off the track as well. How long's Tom going to be out for? Is he going to go to the end? Will he risk it on them mediums? I mean, I haven't seen anyone go soft mediums, you know, that often. But, I mean, it could work, I guess. I mean, you can see his times, they're still good, but, I mean, you can see a clear line. About 1/3 of the front tyres. What about the rear tyres? Who did we get to see those? So, yeah, they've got lines in them as well. So, yeah, the tyres are getting worn. I imagine they'll probably be at, what, 40, something like that %, which could get to the end from here, but if you hit 80%, it's basically the end of your life. And yeah, will Casper just flat out catch him? Will Casper just catch him? could happen, but at the minute, championship rivals, first and second, exactly where Tom needs to be, first anyway. Casper, second place, that'll mean the gap at the top is 12 points, so Brandon not being here, and Jordan only getting 1 point, that will be still the same second, third and fourth, sorry. That'll be what, Jordan on 35 and Brandon on 36, that'll be another little fight to look at. And Sam predictably says the fastest lap of the race, and Matthew is on the back of Lee. Jordan looking at getting 2 points, this would equal him up as well in the championship with Brandon, so looking for that as well. And he sets the fastest lap. So yeah, showing he's still got the pace, which is why he's up in mine's good, 4th in the championship. So yeah, I'm talking about it and I forget what I'm on about. That's me in a nutshell, really, isn't it? And not going to be close enough this lap to make a challenge, but 100% he'll be going for this in the next few laps. And he's still quicker. He set a purple last lap and he's still quicker in his first sector this time round. So if he keeps it nice and sweet and consistent and keeps it on the track of like going up into Narnia, he should be okay to set another fastest lap of this race. Or it could be Sam in the clean air. Never know. Tom has pit. He's bailed out, and no one was really close enough to pass him anyway. I just want to see what Jordan does here though. On RoboJeep, he's down now. I imagine he's not going to go back up. But what is Casper going to do? Casper is now in the lead. Tom is on the softs. Oh god, this is going to be interesting. How is this going to work out? Mark up the second. It's McLaren 1 and 2. Or not McLaren 1, 2. He's in a blimmin' Ferrari. I'm getting overexcited. Sorry. I'm thinking orange tires must be an orange car. No, it's an orange 1 and 2. But you know, one of the cars is red. Ah, dear. Anyway, yeah, like I said, and Jordan's got passed. But that was always going to happen. Tom on the softs. How is this one going to work out? I mean, will he dip into the 19s? Will he have a bit of fun on the 19s? We know his pace is good. And, and we, yeah. We know that 15 seconds really doesn't mean... 15? I'm just dying at the minute. Once again, I've got a mild exam. Like next week. 13 seconds. There you go. I have to actually do that. 13 seconds isn't impossible to cast when you're on 2 steps better compound with much fresher as well tires than your rivals. But yeah, first needs to get past the McLaren of Mark and then go for the Ferrari of Casper later on. I think he was in the pits there, wasn't he? I think he was. I saw someone in the pits. Yeah, I think he was. Why we searched 4 stops there. But yeah, 2 men on the 1 stop. How is this going to work? Are they going to finish 1-2? I can see Tom getting past Mark not too hard. I mean, it should be quite easy for him. But will the tyres still have any life in them by the time he catches Casper? We've got a very interesting end to this race here. Very intriguing, and I cannot predict how this is going to end. If I was, my safe bet would be to say that it's Casper's race, but I don't know. Will the sauce last? I really don't know. Matthew, as you can see here, has passed Lee as well. Lee made a good recovery, like I said, after that spin to be only, 19 seconds off the pace. You got to question where he would really be if he hadn't taken that little trip, because he could have really been in that fight as well for the podium anyway, at least. Maybe even the win if he was able to get this strategy in like Casper and Mark, which I think he was probably looking at trying to do anyway. But yeah, it goes well, goes wrong for some drivers, but he's been able to get up the field, and that's all that really matters. He's gonna get some points. So yeah, time to watch Tom then. He has brought the gap down by 3 seconds up top. But first, he's gotta get past Mark before we see any sort of chance for the lead. We know how hard Tom defended against Casper. I wonder if that'll have any form of effect. And he isn't quite in the 19s yet, but I think he'll get that later on. I wonder how hard Casper's going to defend his rival. I mean, this would take it down to 8 points at the top. That would mean Tom can't afford the DNF without losing his championship lead. So yeah, it's, slight psychological advantages being gained, potentially, by Casper if he wins this. Oh, Tom is into the back of Mark! Did he do any damage? I don't think he did, but he's getting a little bit impatient. He's going to lose a little bit of time here. Not massive, because it's only a slight tap, but being stuck behind. Oh, dear. frustration. Frustration is a word I've used once or twice tonight. And I wonder if he'll be feeling that right now, because you can see his back end's all over the show. As he heads through the chicane, he's still not past yet. He's almost wide and off into the gravel. He's absolutely all over the show. And can he get up the inside? No! He's lost 1.1 seconds on his fastest lap. You can see how much Mark is slowing him down right now. Casper all the time is just taking advantage of this. In fact, they're all still closing on him. But it's not 3 seconds. He's only about a couple of tenths. And Tom is going to be patient. He's not going to be stupid. He's not going to go for a move which will take him out of the race. He's going to be very patient. And he's going to have a little look on the main straight. Mark, no grip, puts it onto the inside already. And Tom might just go clean round the outside. Down the main straight at 22 dead. Lost 2 entire seconds on that lap. Will that cost him the race win? And will he even get past? Mark is not letting up very easily. But at last, Tom gets by. 10 seconds to gain. And what, 7 laps including the one we're on now to do it? I think you can do this. I think you can do this. This would be quite an extraordinary achievement if you can. But yeah, we've seen his pace the entire time today. He was on pole, he's got fastest lap. He's going for that Grand Slam. Can he do it? I know he hasn't led every lap, but I'm going to call that somewhat of a Grand Slam. And yeah, you can see he's absolutely pushing the car. He's already gained 5 tenths on this lap already. This is the only sort of fight worth watching. Matthew and Sam are miles apart now. And yeah, the gap between Tom and Mark's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, this is it. This is the fight for the lead. Tom a second gained after making the overtake. How much more will he gain on this lap? He's probably going to have to be looking at about 2 seconds a lap really from now on to still be able to get there with tyres. And he's not at the moment going to get there. Only 1.2 on this lap. He needs more pace than that. He's in the 20s. And yeah. Oh dear. I don't know how this is going to work out, because like I said, it's one thing getting there, but what if you don't have the tyres to pass? He hasn't got that much fuel either. Casper hasn't got much to it. He's actually setting his quickest sectors. This is where he's pushing. If he quits now, he comes out in 4th place, so it isn't the biggest loss of all time. He would still somehow jump Matthew, who's must have damaged or something. I don't know. I mean, he had so much pace earlier. In fact, he's just struggling. He's just going wide. So maybe just not finding it particularly easy in these conditions. But yeah, next up to pass Mark will surely be Sam, and that's a yellow flag. Oh! Robo Jeep has had a really big accident on the exit of turn 3. Somehow, still keeps half his front wing. But that'll be losing the back end, a little snap, and then it'll snap. The steering wheel will snap right, and then his car will send off left into the bar. That will be what had happened there, I imagine. Unless he did it deliberately. But, you know, we don't like to see people do it deliberately. I don't think he would have done it deliberately. Yeah. Jordan got another penalty, by the way, when I was commentating over that accident. So, yeah, in case you were interested. Could affect his challenge, just, well, third anyway. I mean, he's still in the main fight, but... Oh! Robo-Jeep! How is his stars staying on the car? It must not be on simulation, because this would have been him out the race. I mean, no matter what he's doing now, it's just not working. Matthew gets a penalty, and as much as I want to keep watching this, it's another Red Bull down in Narnia, isn't it? They love the old track so much that they just, you know, take trips there every 10 or so laps. And yeah, sorry Ruby, I'd love to keep watching this because it is quite... Oh, okay, we've got a few more seconds. I just want to see he gets back to the pits. He's now last, so Red Bull are occupying the last 2 positions, getting 0 points today. What a shame. And will he do what his teammate did every time he broke his front wing and just smash it? Yes, but yeah, I think he was probably hoping for the tyre to come off there, but it didn't quite work out. Here comes Sam then. Yellow flags in the last sector is actually going to seriously affect his chances of passing, because he's about to crash past the crash site. And I don't know how long these yellow flags will last. You can see the Red Bulls parked in the pit wall, and oh yeah, of course he's in the chat. Maybe he'll start talking. And Hi! And here comes Sam. He wants that extra little bit of slipstream, and he's now heading up into the podium places. Unless Mark defends. We saw him defend really well against Tom before just losing his back end. He's using all the grip of his tires right now, and yeah. Oops, says Ruji. You could say that again, couldn't you? And Sam tries on the outside. Now Mark, I can't see him getting through there, but once again a little snap oversteer there from Mark could cost him. He's defending really well. He's doing all he has to do, but he's just not able to do it. He was in the gravel there on the exit, sadly. And yeah, Sam in the end got through quite easily, but he's almost lost the car. Somehow holds it, and yeah, he's through. Lee gets a penalty. That could cost him a little bit later on if he gets up towards Matthew. Although I think he's got one penalty to Matthew's 2, so as long as he stays within the 3 seconds, he's okay for that 5th place. And who knows? Will Matthew now catch Mark as well? I mean, these mediums are not holding up well, though. So I don't know. Maybe it's just struggling with the pace, but he was wide at quite a lot of areas. He is actually closing quite quickly, so maybe the hards are gone now on the McLaren. So if they're gone here, 3 laps to go. What does it mean for Casper? He's 5.4 ahead at the moment. He's doing a fantastic job here. He's still setting personal best in the first sector. So he's doing all he needs to do to hold on to this lead, to claim quite an unlikely victory, to be honest with you, because Tom had showed all the pace. He's just not quick enough at the moment to catch. I want to quickly check for penalties. I know this is probably a really bad idea, but I need to see if Casper's got any. See his flag. He's got 2 warnings, so he's one away from a penalty. So you know that could seriously ruin the race for him. So he needs to just make sure he keeps it nice and clean. Next 2 laps after this one, and yeah, he should win this race and close the championship gap down to 8 points. With his, he'll be on. Let's try maths again. What is 10 plus 39? That would be 49. Same as what Tom's on now, but then Tom would get an extra 8, so it'll be on 57. So that means 57 to 49. So that will close the gap down quite nicely. And yeah, I'm paranoid. I've missed something. Hold on. This is my issue. That. Oh, do you know what? Tom is actually racking up as well. I think he's got 2 now. So they're both really teetering on the edge of penalties. 2 laps to go in this race. Will Ireland get a penalty? 1. And 2, will it affect the race result? This is going to be quite an intense end of the race if one of them gets a penalty. If Casper makes one single mistake, we know how this game is of penalties, it could be curtains. He doesn't want to be too slow though, in case Tom, you know, puts a last lap charge on him, but I don't think he's going to be able to. I think it will come down to penalties now if either of these 2 get any. Matthew is on to the back of the McLaren. Up there in 2nd place once was the McLaren, and unfortunately Mark looks like he could be about to pull down to 5th if he can defend. We see his defending is fantastic, so maybe he'll hold it. He only has to defend sort of one more DRS attack. And Casper has started the final lap of the Spanish Grand Prix here in Psorc. Oh wow, Matthew hit the curb really hard there, and that has just cost him the chance to go for 4th place. He was pushing too hard, and I wonder if we'll see any such error from these 2 on the last lap. I wonder how tense they'll be. Casper already down his first sector. He's not taking any risks. He doesn't want to just stick it wide, get a penalty. He knows the score. I'm sure he'll know as well as everyone else here that if he gets this penalty, it's over for him. But we'll see. I know I keep going on about this imaginary penalty because it hasn't actually happened yet. I'm speculating it, but I'm over speculating it, and I may get a penalty. So that's exciting. Down there, 17 seconds off his teammate. Kev is going to get a point, so it's a bit of joy, I guess, for the team down at Instone. And Matthew's got another penalty. Oh dear, maybe Jordan's going to get him. Oh no, Jordan got one as well. Okay, forget that. Well, it's just That's just so. Anyway, I wanna make sure we do the last corner before I start celebrating here. Casper comes up to the final corner, and he has pulled off a brilliant one-stop strategy to win the Spanish Grand Prix in PSRC. He starts closing in on the championship against Tom. He finishes second, only 1.9 off in the end. Maybe 1 or 2 more laps, he could have had a chance. Here comes Sam. He's pulled off a great podium here. He made the undercut earlier on in the race, put him up in the podium positions. He never ever left. Here comes Mark, finishes 4th, strong performance. Matthew 5th, and that's going to be changed by Lee, who goes 5th instead. Jordan level on points now with Brandon, and he smashes into the back of the Williams as well. I'm just going to quickly check what his total is. That'll be 36 for the Ferrari driver here. So yeah, now we just wait on the 2 Renaults to come through to finish their races. And yeah, 9 finishers out of 11 starters, and okay, none of these yellow flags are for these 2. Good. And I think Kev said his last lap was his fastest lap. That's something that generally happens on this game. You just find loads of grip on the last lap. It's really odd. I don't know why that happens, but yeah, it happens. And here comes Ahmed to finish last. But, you know, the 2 Red Bulls, they had a few adventures today. They probably cost Christian Horner a good £1 million of the amount of stuff they destroyed. And, yeah, that is race over. And while it wasn't the best race in terms of the actual race in itself, we had some decent battles. I'm not gonna lie, we had some good battles. I'm one of them people that loves a race about strategy, and that really was a fantastic strategy from Casper. A really well deserved victory. He is now trying to challenge Tom, and even though it's looking unlikely at the moment he's going to be able to close the gap, we saw what happened in Russia. Tom didn't make the start, so that could happen again. Maybe the championship has still got a chance to turn on its head yet, but at the moment it's still Tom up front. Casper wins the race, then Tom, and Sam 3rd, Mark 4th, Lee 5th, Matthew 6th, Jordan 7th, Kev 8th, Ahmed 9th, and Y Racer and Rubergy both had accidents, and yeah, they didn't finish. And yeah, that is the end of the stream. Hopefully next week we won't have any audio glitches. Next week we won't have Alan disconnected. That's really quite sad. Hopefully he'll be back next week. Hopefully we don't have any more technical issues. And yeah, thank you for watching. This has been a good race. For those of you, like I say, who enjoy strategy races, strategic races, this is just what you really need to watch, because yeah, I can't stop saying it. What a brilliant strategy from Casper to win the race. And yeah, that has been Psorc. Join us next week for round 9. Don't ask me where it is, haven't got a clue, but you know I'll be there. See you then.